The former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, Mike Jeffries, appearing in federal court in West Palm Beach. He is one of three men at the center of an FBI investigation accused of running a prostitution and international sex trafficking operation.
The defendants allegedly preyed on the hopes and dreams of their victims by exploiting, abusing, and silencing them to fulfill their own desires with insidious, secret intentions.
Good evening. I'm Felicia Rodriguez. Investigative reporter Terry Parker was in court for today's hearing and has been digging through that indictment. She learned prosecutors believe these crimes were going on for years.
The indictment charges that from 2008 to 2015, Michael Jeffries, his partner Matthew Smith, and their employee ran an international sex trafficking ring and prostitution business. And they used a network of people to make it all happen and to keep it secret. In court today, Jeffries appeared calm, and when the judge told him that he knew his lawyer and he was excellent, Jeffries said, "Good. I'm glad to hear that." 80-year-old Michael Jeffries, former CEO of Abercrombie & Fitch, looked calm, wearing a navy pullover sweater and white pants, leaving federal court surrounded by his lawyers after the judge ruled he could go free on bond while fighting his sex trafficking charges. Prosecutors agree with his lawyers on a $10 million bond, secured by a house he co-owns with his wife in Fishers Island, New York. Jeffries will be fitted with a GPS ankle monitor and restricted to his home on Palm Beach. The indictment states that Jeffries, his life partner Matthew Smith, and an employee of theirs used their power, wealth, and Jeffries' position at Abercrombie to entice more than a dozen young male model hopefuls to attend parties where they were forced into sex acts.
To anyone who thinks they can exploit and coerce others by using the so-called casting couch system, this case should serve as a warning. Prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison.
Prosecutors say Jeffries used the promise of being an Abercrombie model to coerce the men into sex, often using drugs. The indictment says their employees scouted the young men from across the world and invited them to parties where they were then forced into having sex with Jeffries and Smith and others.
Jeffries and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him.
The indictment follows civil lawsuits alleging the same charges. One of those plaintiffs, David Bradbury.
So today marks a big step forward on behalf of David Bradbury and the other survivors in this action. The arrest this morning served as a validation in their bravery for coming forward and sharing their stories and experiences, and our law firm looks forward to continue representing all survivors of abuse and ensuring that all parties are held responsible.
Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must remain behind bars until marshals take him to New York to be arraigned, and their employee was also arrested in Wisconsin. In West Palm Beach, Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.